When a bird grows up in a nest and then becomes more aware of the world around it and thusly pushes itself out, you find yourself dealing with a complicated Muslim. At all times, the amount of Muslim I project depends on the situation I am in. I appear 97% Muslim at the masjid, but I'm only there 3% of the time. The 3% is my 97% of the time I'm living my life and thinking about being anything else but, akin to growing up in an ocean but spending all one's time in fresh water. And the 3% of the time I think about it is full of questions. If we're talking stories, I'm 85% Muslim when Hazrat Musa seeks solace in a burning bush, confronts the tall man in the room when he is afraid to speak for fear of stuttering. When I'm tired and Ayub shows me that I need to be patient and to trust even when all seems to be at a loss. Except that to survive, I made myself forget to care about all of it a long time ago. When I feel worthless and Muhammad left the self-made Khadija in a society that buried their daughters alive. When I can't think but Ibrahim left Hajar alone in the desert to fend for her Ismail with only a sack of dates and a skin of water, and somehow she did it. When again I feel that the odds are impossible and remember that the first founder of a university in the world was a Maghribi Muslima. I become 53% Muslim when someone asks me an innocent question about why we apparently worship the moon or why women seem so oppressed. And 35% when the answer is memorized knowledge but not a firmly held conviction. I can never exceed 72% after learning about Hawra because the idea seemed to be more of a men's fantasy than anything a god would provide us. I become 0.02% Muslim when it's insisted upon that I only marry a Muslim man, yet the Muslim man has more options than me. I used to be 81% Muslim when I went to Sunday school with my cousins, until the complication of detangling constructions in my first and second language brought me to 18%. And all the 99 names combined would not shatter this if I tried, because the meaning is somewhere in the middle. I am never 100% any one thing. But when people tell mine to go back to where they came from, I am Muslim infinity squared, infinity cubed, to the infinite power. When my mama, full of endearing love, says, Allah yirda alayki, I am stars in the galaxy Muslim. When I see people from around the world gather together as one, I am at home with the world Muslim. When I see my aunties and uncles look after us as we were their own children, with compassion and open arms, I am nestled in the heart chambers of a whale Muslim. When you add all of this up and divide it by the amount of fucks I have to give, when you assume Muslims are primitive, I am an undefined error. So if you ask whether I'm Muslim or American, it comes back as error undefined. When I identify as culturally Muslim because my heart cannot follow a religion, when I am happy in the masjid but feel that this house is no longer a home for my soul. When I want a scarf embracing me against a cold world and the comfort of hip-hugging short shirts in the sun and the wind in my hair. When I believe that love conquers all, yet there are some who have difficulty agreeing with me, I am error undefined Muslim when growing up Muslim gave me the best parts of my character. That it's taught me humanistic compassion and kindness, but that I can never say that because no one would believe me. That I've had to reject and internalize shame and guilt for the exact thing that taught me to care about other people because it conflicted with a larger socio-political agenda. And because when I say Muslim or Allah, you invariably grow tense and apprehensive, and because there are things that I love and things that I do not agree with or understand. There is a hollow which needs filling, but is left rotting the tree to its core. And I am error undefined when I believe all this, and yet I am at home with everyone else except for practicing Muslims, because I am a saltwater fish looked at strangely for having tried to swim in both waters. And I have paved my ticket to hell with drinks and sex and revenge bacon, and still there are days. I can never get past that. Fine until I get fucking revenge bacon. But yeah.
So good.
It is good. Don't tell anybody I said that. And I paid my ticket to hell with drinks and sex and revenge bacon. And still there are days when I have hope that God gave me this lens to look through as part of the kaleidoscope appreciation for others. I am error undefined, and when I look up at the stars in the open desert expanse, paint freckling the pages of the sky, I ask Allah with an open heart for answers, for understanding, and all I hear is stillness.